We all drive different cars, but we all have this in common, or we should have this in common. The windshield is big and very clear. The windows on the side, not as big as the windshield, but also pretty large and usually pretty clear. I mean, even when they're dirty, they're pretty clear. You can see what's outside, give or take. Then we have this rear view mirror. It's stuck up on the windshield. It's small, it's in an odd place. It's movable, so we can adjust it, but if someone else drives your car, they probably adjusted it for them, or if somebody bumped into it for some reason, you got kids, whatever, I don't know. It's movable, you gotta move it around. It works, but it doesn't totally work, right? Even with it, you still have blind spots that you need to worry about. And mirrors just in general are weird. Like, I touch the right side of my face, and the image I see looks like I'm touching the left side of my face. Like, it's not a perfect system. But we do have these rear view mirrors. In life, the rear view mirror is clearer than the windshield. It makes no sense, like it goes against every grain of our being. Because you're like, why am I going to look back? I have a big window, I can see, I can look right here and see, I can look out here. Like there's no way that after I pass this, I will see it clearer. My best perspective is right here and now. Time and distance. So wait, you're telling me that when I move past this intersection, I'll have a better understanding? That doesn't make any sense in life. I know. But in life, the rearview mirror is clearer than the windshield. You can look back upon what has happened, and thanks to time and distance, you can usually see clearer than you were when you were actually in that moment. It's why Paul can write what he did in Galatians and say, you know what, this happened at the perfect time. Nobody's sitting around you think the shepherds, like they're visiting Jesus? They've just been visited by angels, and afterwards they're like leaning on the bed of a first century, whatever a truck would be like, and they're like, this is perfect. This is the perfect time. What with the Pax Romana and everything, this is awesome. No, of course not. You think people are sitting around like, you know what, I'm really glad that Jesus came now because we got these roads. I'm super excited about the road. You excited about the roads? I'm really excited about the roads. No, we look back and we're like, wow, look at what God did. My parents were married in 1975. They were divorced in 1985. And when my dad left my mom was devastated. It was horrible. God used that in her life, though. He redeemed it to bring her to a place in her life where she would see her need for Christ. And people would come into her life not long after the divorce and say, here's the thing, like, you're a sinner in need of a savior. And my mom's like, check you out. You need Jesus. Go on. But more people would do that, and we're faithful to do that, and we're faithful to do that. And God, in his kindness and mercy and grace, saves Mom. And Mom is a faithful witness to me and to my sister, and preaches the gospel to us and models the gospel to us. And so we come to know Christ by God's grace as well. Now, you think the moral of the story is divorce is a phenomenal means of evangelism? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I can look back now on 1985 from 2023 and say, wow, look at what God did. But if you came to me in 85, I was 6. I would have picked up my ball and left. But if you came to my mom in 1985, it would have been like, wait till you see how God uses this in your life. It's gonna be pretty cool. Like, you wouldn't wish this on somebody, but it's gonna be great. She'd say, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Get out of my face. But years later, you can look back and say, wow, look at what God did. Because the rearview mirror, smaller, a little backwards, adjustable, weird. You got to really kind of look into it. There's blind spots, but the rear view mirror is clearer than what you can see out of the windshield as you drive through life. Sometimes the best thing we can do as we move forward in life, is to look behind us at what God has done. But it's so hard to do because we think, I can see clearly now. The windows are big and clear, and I see what I see. But in reality, no matter what it is, you'll understand it more as you look back than you do now as you look around. Because God's timing is different from ours. But God's timing is always perfect.